All right, congratulations and welcome to week 2. Now, guys, as you go through this course, I want you to really take your time and absorb the information. Do not try to rush through this process. Amazon is not going anywhere. They're not a flight-by-night company. The skill set that I'm teaching you, I've been doing for the past 6 years now, okay? So it's not going anywhere. So take time, absorb the information, make sure you learn it, learn the process, because this is a skill set. If you actually sit down and you learn it, right, it can dramatically change your life as it has changed mine and countless others that I've trained and taught this information to, okay? So today we're going to be going over metrics. Metrics are the lifeline to your business, okay? This is like the brain or the heart of your business, whichever one of those organs you choose to use. But seriously, if your metrics are not intact, if your metrics are not up to par, nothing in your account is going to go right. As a matter of fact, your metrics are, it's a standard of how well your account is doing. That's why it's called metrics, right? So take this very seriously, because if things are not up to par, you're going to lose the buy box, you're going to have less sales, customers are complaining, etc. Okay? So I really want to take this time to dissect what the account dashboard consists of. So basically, when you go to performance notification and you click on account health, it brings you to this dashboard, okay? So as you can see, everything is pretty much zeroed out, 0, except for this, and I'll go over this in a section. I specifically picked this account and to make this an example for you, okay? So as you can see, Amazon is calculating out of 390 orders, we have 0% order defect rate, meaning that we haven't had one incident that counted against us out of 390 orders. Now, I will say this, okay? These metrics are a lagging indicator, okay? When I say a lagging indicator, what I mean is they're not in real time. So Amazon is looking back at the last 60 days to come up with this number. So it's always, what have you done in the previous 60 days? So let's say, for example, you were doing a horrible job running your business, or you had fund issues, you couldn't process orders on time, whatever the case may be, and you received a lot of negative feedbacks or A to Z claims or chargebacks or etc., which I'll go into details what those are later on. And now you're doing a phenomenal job. Great. That's all nice and dandy, but Amazon still hasn't caught up to how you're doing now. They're still evaluating the past 60 days, okay? So I just wanted to let you know that, because these metrics are a lagging indicator. So as time progresses, you'll see them change over time. It's just like when you was in school. If you had an F, you had to get an A the next time in order for you to get a C or whatever, right? So, right, there's 3 major components when it comes to your metrics: customer service performance, product policy compliance, and shipping performance, okay? So let's go over customer service performance. This consists of mostly order defect rate. And your order defect rate consists of 3 different metrics, which is your negative feedbacks, which means out of X amount of orders, how many people are complaining, or how many negative feedbacks have you received. A to Z guarantee claims, which means somebody, they asked for a return, but you didn't, process a return on time. They filed a claim with Amazon, basically asking Amazon to get involved and be the third party and resolve the issue. Chargeback claims, they went to the credit card companies and filed a chargeback, right? So that's pretty much it. Now, when you add all of these, right, percentages, let's say, Amazon is saying that they want the target to be under 1%, right? So 1%. So if this is 0.5%, 0.5%, and this is 0, the total of the sum of the two would equal to the 1%, right? So your goal is you want to make sure you keep this number under 1%. Now, what does that really mean, right? So let me put this in simplest numbers terms for you. Out of 100 orders, if you have 1 negative feedback, you're automatically at 1%, right? Now, does that mean your account's going to get suspended or Amazon's going to shut down your account right? No, they'll give you some time, but you want to make sure you decrease that as soon as possible. Sometimes it could be a few weeks before they suspend the account, but they'll send you notices letting you know that, all right? And a lot of times, there's going to be certain things that's out of your control. This is a business. It's never going to be perfect. Not every single customer is going to leave you positive reviews. So you need to think about this as a business, not as, oh my God, the sky's falling, right? So with that being said, okay, you want to make sure that you're delivering the best possible service that you can, okay? Again, the 1% consists of the total sum of all these numbers. Okay, now when it comes to this 1%, I already told you how the number is calculated. So if you really think about that, 1 out of 100, right? Every one negative feedback that you get, you need 100 sales, right? So that's extremely important to make sure that your account is active and you're generating sales, because if your account's paused and you're getting negative feedbacks, it doesn't really help you. Okay, so that's that. Product policy compliance is very straightforward. This is suspected IP complaints. These are just Amazon saying, hey, we suspect that you're infringing on someone's intellectual property or something, or another seller filed a complaint. They're suspecting it. So this is not saying that you've done it. It's just suspected based on their systems and algorithm. Now, received mean that another seller or brand has actually filed a complaint. Okay. Product authenticity. Now the received ones are the ones that you want to make sure you take care of immediately. You want to make sure that you contact Amazon, gather all the information, and then you contact the seller or the brand and get them to file a retraction, okay, which we'll go over later. Product authenticity complaint, okay, is the products are you selling, are they authentic? Condition, product safety, obviously you don't want to be selling products on a platform that's not safe, that goes against Amazon's terms and conditions, etc. Listing policy violations, are you selling, are you price gouging on the platform? Are you selling products for $500 when the marketplace is really supposed to be at $200, right? So be careful, all of that stuff. And then if we switch over to shipping performance, okay, what I've noticed though, to be honest, is these two sections, 1 and 3, are the ones that typically get your account suspended the fastest. Late shipment rate. So you want to make sure you're shipping your items up on time, right? Because if you're shipping things late, you're going to start seeing this percentage go up. So as you can see, out of 691, right now we're at 0. Pre-fulfillment cancellation. You never want to cancel an order. Ever. Cancel an order. You always want to make sure you contact the customer and let them cancel it on their side. Okay, once they send a cancellation request, you let them do that. All right. The valid tracking rate. Okay. Now, Amazon wants this to be at 95%. What does this really mean, your valid tracking rate? This means that out of X number of items that you've shipped out, how many of them had a valid tracking number, right? How many of them consist of a tracking number at all, right? So as you can see right now, we're at 92%. Amazon is only calculating 24 to 26 orders, although we know we've done at least 600 some orders, right? As I said, it's a lagging indicator. Now, does this mean that as soon as it goes lower than 95% of your accounts? No. Okay, I've seen this number go as low as 20%. Okay, and the account doesn't get suspended. Not saying that you should do that, but I'm just saying I've seen Amazon provide a good amount of leeway into this. Okay, so for example, let's say that you have an order that needs to be shipped out today. Okay, if you have to ship an order out today, but your supplier hasn't provided you with a tracking number, guess what? If I know they're gonna give it to me, I would rather mark the item as shipped on the platform to not get hit with a late shipment, and let the valid tracking rate go down by 1%, because I know I'm going to get the tracking number later on, right? So that's one of the strategies that we use to make sure that we ship items on time, because if we know that we're not going to be able to ship it on time, but we know we're going to get the tracking number within 24 to 48 hours, we'll mark it as shipped, right? So this doesn't go against us, because this is much more of a concern to us than the valid tracking. All right, guys, that's very simple. That's your metrics, that's your dashboard. Simplified it to the T for you guys. Make sure you understand this. As I said, this is the lifeline to your business. Do take it seriously. Do monitor it. This is an overall gauge of how your business is doing. All right. So on the next videos coming up, we're going to be going over things that impact your metrics, such as feedbacks, A to Z claim, and chargebacks. So we're going to be going over these matters, showing you exactly what they are, how to remove them, etc., etc. Okay.